27 minutes to 8 o'clock on this Friday morning. Now, the two police officers accused of killing Tshwane University of Technology student Katlego Monareng are expected to appear in the Soshanguve Magistrate's Court today. Monareng died in August after police opened fire during a violent demonstration on the Soshanguve campus. The officers face charges of murder and attempted murder. eNCA's reporter Tshegohaco Moagi following this story for us. Tshegohaco, good morning. Can you just remind us, take us back to the killing of Katlego Monareng and what happened on that day for those who are not familiar with the case?
Yes, Yuveka. Well, at this point in time, we are definitely waiting, of course, for the TUT students to fill up this particular magistrate's court. We do remember that these police officers have been accused of killing and attempting to kill Katlego Monareng during that fatal protest. The protest, of course, Yuveka, had to do with the situation around the SRC elections here in Soshanguve, and that really turned extremely violent, with some people saying that those elections were actually not, they were rigged and they were not free and fair. So that's exactly what happened, and that's how this poor child, Katlego Monareng, then died at the hands of the police. So it is now not, at this point in time, we're waiting for them to actually be appearing today. It will be their second appearance, as you have mentioned that it will be their second appearance today. They have already appeared in October of 2018. So we are expecting that the courthouse will be extremely packed because it has been a case that a lot of people have been following, especially within the Soshanguve area.
Yeah, and I think it'll be very interesting, Tshegohaco, to just establish what the TUT students had to say, especially those who were there on the day. What have we heard from them about what happened?
Well, we do know that they are very upset, Yuveka, at what happened on that particular day. Upset to a point where they have decided that today they will be coming through in their numbers. So they are together at the Soshanguve North campus, and they'll be coming through to the magistrate's court in their numbers just to fill up this court. They are calling for these police officers to be arrested and not granted bail. We do know that they have been granted bail already of 2,000 rand, but they are calling that they are remanded in custody until the time of trial. So today we are perhaps going to get a trial date for these two police officers, and then from there on we will see what then transpires from this. But we are very sure, Yuveka, that the TUT students will always be behind the what happened to Katlego Monareng, and they will always be calling for these police officers to be behind bars.
And what have we heard from the police side about what transpired from their side? Obviously, you know, all of this will be established in court, but just what have they had to say about this?
Well, you do know that the police have really spoken a lot about how they are disappointed at what had happened. They had gone into thorough investigation to just find out what exactly happened on that particular day in August when Katlego Monareng was killed during that protest action. And after their investigations, they then suspended these two police officers that we are now talking about, which is Captain John Rapo and Constable Joseph Joseph Slender. So these two have already been suspended, and of course this was following the investigation from the police. So we will then gather throughout today's proceedings as to what more the police are planning on doing, whether they will remand their own in custody or whether they will be released into society.
Okay, thanks very much, Tshegohaco Moagi, keeping an eye on that story for us. She's out at the Soshanguve Magistrate's Court for us already this morning.